Okay, so anything I can help you with, you just let me know what homework assignment it is that you'd like to work on. No, we're not going to have any extra credit because you get to redo all of your like your homeworks you can redo until you get hundreds, and then your writing assignments you were able to redo. So we don't have any extra credit currently. Okay, on slide 9, let's take a look. Okay, so Anya, what did you get for your slope? Okay, yes, so the line is going to go very straight up because your slope is very large. It's in the thousands. So it's going to be a very, very steep line. Are you using, sorry, remind me again, are you using Desmos or your graphing calculator? Yep, that's exactly right. So that's your slope. And what is your y-intercept? I'll just write this out for you instead of... Yeah. So you're going to do plus 40, 35, and we're going to do 0.3, round it to the 10th. So that's your equation. That's right. It's just really big. Okay, bye, Angel. Have a good weekend. So it's just, the reason it looks like it goes straight up is because it kind of does. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so when you are predicting your so for yours, Anya, you're on slide 9, so it's predicting for 10 years. So go back up to your linear regression equation behind your 2115. Go ahead and put your x. Yep, there you go. Okay, so now instead of x, you are going to have 10. Is that what? Yeah, 10. So you're going to plug in 10 there. Yeah, Richard, that's what we're on. We're on 4.03. So if you want to go to Class Kick, you're going to open up two things. You're going to open up your 4.03 homework. And then you're also going to open 4.03 linear regression tutorial and practice. So go ahead and open both of those. What have you been using to run your regressions? You can either use your graphing calculator, or you can use Desmos.
I want to use Desmos. The thing is, I can figure out how to enter the stuff in.
Okay, I'm happy to help you. So go ahead and open up the 4.03 linear regression tutorial, and I want you to go to slide number 2 and read through those steps. Yes, Liv, I will help you with, I'm sorry, Amara. Yes, I will help you with 4.01. Just a second. Okay, and then Anya, let me look at your slide 10 real quick since I'm right here. Richard, the tutorial's in Class Kick. It's called 4.03 Linear Regression Tutorial and Practice. Okay, so Anya, what's your question on number 10? I'm sorry, not Anya, Noxia. Let me go to yours. I was on the wrong one. All right, let's look. I think it's just your, try to change instead of 6.10, leave it as 6.1x plus 63.9. I think that should work. No, keep your 1 and get rid of the 0. So do 6.1x. No worries, Stormy. Okay, Liv, what's your question? Oh, okay. Try this with your calculator. Hit your second button, then hit the plus sign, the second, then plus, then do 7, 1, and then 2. And let's see if that like clears it all, and you can try to type in again. What does it say? Is it just giving you the same answer no matter what data you have? Okay, let's try to clear it all out and then go from there. Okay, perfect. So now go back to your list. So you'll go to stat and go ahead and edit your list. Noxia, instead of 6.0x, you're going to do 6.1. Okay, Erica, let me look real quick. And then, Amara, if you'll tell me what numbers you need help with 4.01b, I can help you. Okay, do 63. So, Erica, your slope is correct. We're rounding to this place right here where the 9 is. So if we look to the right, that's a 2. So that means it's going to stay at 9. So do 63.9. 4.01. Okay, let me go there. Richard, let me know when you need some help, okay? I can pull up that graphing site for you in Desmos. I'll put it in the room chat if you want to click on that. That's the graphing you'll be able to use on the STAR test. All right, 4.01. Noxia, let me look. Which one are you on? Or which one are you confused about? Okay, so slide 10 is the one I keep telling you. Instead of 6.0x, you need to have it as 6.1. And then it will be correct. And then you're just going to plug in 6 for x. Yeah, there you go. All right, Amara, let's look at slide 6. Okay, so Amara, think about when we're writing out our equation here, our slope-intercept is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So let's say that I have two positive numbers, 1 and 2, for my x1 and y1. What I would do is just plug them straight in. We're just going to leave m for now. So as you can see, if I have a minus sign, that means that my x value is actually positive, or my y value is positive. Okay, and since I have a minus sign here, it's a positive 1. That's my x value. So let's say I had -1 and -2. Now that would be where it becomes a plus sign. So this would be y plus 2 and x plus 1. So if you see a plus sign, that means your y value is actually negative. Does that make sense? So you've switched up your positive and your negative. So that one's, the first one says y minus 5. So if it's y minus 5, that means that this y value is actually positive. Amare, we're basically just working on whatever you need to work on. So we're doing a lot of 4.3. I'm currently helping Amara with 4.1, but if there's something that you want help with, that is what we're doing. Okay, so Liv, to predict the function, good question. What slide are you on? I'll try to find you and I can give you some specific numbers here. All right, I think I see you. Yeah, okay. So you listed your function perfectly as 0.4x minus 19.8. Okay, so this was saying it gives the height and shoe sizes. So it's saying use this function to predict the shoe size of a man who has a height of 76. Well, in our formula or in our table, x was the height. So if the height is 76, I'm going to plug in 76 for x. So I'm going to do 0.4 times 76 minus 19.8. And you're going to get a number, and that's the number you're going to put in for your predicted value. So predicted value just means you are plugging in a number for x. Hold on, what? What do you mean? Amara, are you on 4.1b? Okay, let me go over to there. You don't do it on the, oh, okay. You're just, okay, Liv. Let me know when you're ready, okay? And I'll explain it again, but I want to make sure that you're ready. Is it okay if I go, Liv? Want me to explain this again? Okay, no problem. You just let me know whenever you are ready, and I'll explain it again. Okay, so Amara, good question. Let's look at that one. So your question is about perpendicular. So we have this original line, which is y equals -3/8 x minus 2. So in this original line, our slope, the original slope is -3/8. So if I want a perpendicular slope, okay, that this little sign means perpendicular. The perpendicular slope means I'm doing the opposite reciprocal. So opposite means if it was negative, now it's going to be positive. If it was positive, it was negative. So you're close. So it should be positive. Yep, positive 8/3. So you did a good job flipping it. Just don't forget about that opposite portion. Yep, and then you'll do, since you're going through the point -3, 3. these both turn into, it would be y minus -3 and x minus -3. So those become plus. And then you will distribute. Okay, Liv, give me just 1 second. Distribute. So you'd get y plus 3 equals 8/3 x plus 8. And then you'll subtract 3 from both sides, and that will give you your equation. Don't forget to include your x in your equation. Okay, Liv, so back to yours on slide 8. You wrote out your function on the top line. So you ran your regression, and it was 0.4x minus 19.8. Okay, and x, when we look at our table, x represents the height. So the top row where it says height, that was our x values. When we change the height, the shoe size changes. So the bottom question is saying use the function that you just wrote to predict the shoe size. So we're predicting the shoe size means we're trying to find the shoe size. Shoe size is y. So we are solving for y. So find the shoe size of a man who has a height of 76 inches. So that means instead of x, x represents height. Instead of x, I'm going to plug in what I know the height is, which is 76. So you are going to type in your calculator 0.4 times, or parentheses, 76 minus 19.8. And you'll get a number. That's the number you're going to put into your box there. Okay, Allie, let's take a look at it. You said you're on 13? Okay. Okay, what is your slope? Okay, Richard, I will help you in just 1 second. Let me finish with Allie, and then I'll help you. Your slope's going to be big, and your equation's going to be big. Slope is the m value. Okay, good. Close. You should get, when you run it, you should get m equals 2714.5. That's your slope. And your y-intercept is 41461.5. Is that what you got? Okay. Check and see. It might be something as simple as like typing in a number wrong. All right, Sky, let's take a look. At what you've got. Richard, when you say you need help on step 4, do you mean that you already plugged it into Desmos and you're just trying to write the equation? Is that what you mean?
I have the first part of step 4 where you will fill in the m and b values, but I'm stuck at what to do with the r value and the equation part.
Okay, so the r value you don't need unless it specifically asks you to give the r value.
Okay.
So that it will ask you what the correlation coefficient is. That's the r value. So you don't have to do anything with the r value right now. But what you are going to do, you have your m value and you have your b value. So when it asks you to write the function or write the equation of the function, you're going to plug in the number for m in front of x and plug in the number for b. Okay, Sky, it looks like if you will get rid of your 0 in front of 0.2 and your 0 in front of 0.3, it should count it correct. Yeah, Amari, give me just 1 second. So Amara, the perpendicular of -3/8 would be positive 8/3. Yep, that's correct. There you go, Sky. Good job. All right, Amari, let me look.
I've done that. That's where
Okay.
I'm stuck.
That is your equation. Are you working on a homework problem right now?
Yes, number 1.
On 4.03 homework?
Yes.
Okay, let me look at Amari's and then I will look at yours. Wait, 4.03. Okay, Amari, I'm looking at 4.03. Oh, the practice. I'm sorry. Okay, 1 second. Okay, Richard. So this is the issue that you're having. It says to round to the nearest tenths. So that would be the first number after the decimal. So instead of 4.35714, it's just going to be 4.4x plus 156.1. All right.
And not counting that as white either.
Do you have a space in there somewhere? Hold on. Let me check on Amari. I think yours is having the same thing. Oh, Richard, try typing in y equals. Although it should just still count it, I think. In front of your 4.4x.
Nope.
Oh, because I think is your y value or is your b value supposed to be positive 156 or negative?
Do you put the b value in such small font that you overlook the negative sign trick?
Well, but when you ran your regression, your b value should be negative 156.1. So you should get 4.4x minus 156.1. Okay, Amari, let me look at why it's not counting yours correct. What, Richard?
Okay, and what would the predicted value be?
Okay, give me 1 second. So Amari, it's wanting you to, for this practice one, it's wanting you to round it to 2 decimal places. So put 4.36. That's why it was being picky. Okay, Richard, so now that you have your equation, which is y equals 4.4x minus 156.1, the question is asking you to predict the weight of a shark whose length is 75. So up at the top of your table, your x values is what's changing. So we're changing the length and we're getting the weight. The weight is y. So it's asking us if the shark has a length of 75, x represents length. So what you're going to do is instead of x, you're going to put in 75 and put this this stuff on the right, 4.4 times 75 minus 156.1. Put that in your calculator and you will get a number. Okay, round it to the nearest tenth. And that's what you will put in your predicted value. Yes, Liv, let me help you on slide 9. Okay, so Liv, when we reset your calculator, we probably need to turn the diagnostic back on so that you can get your R value. So let me show you how to do that. You have it turned back on. Okay, you're way ahead of me. So what is it giving you then for your R value? Yes, Amara, I will. Okay, so go ahead and round to the nearest hundredth, which would be the second. It's two numbers after the decimal. So go ahead and round that number to 2 decimal points. We are working on whatever homework you might have questions about. All right, Amara, let me check your 4.1 real quick. Slide 9. And then Sky and Richard, I will check yours. Okay. So the only thing here, Amara, is you've got your perpendicular slope correct. That's perfect. Now, when you go to plug in, you went ahead and did +3, but it wants you to go through the point 0, -4. So instead of 3 here, you're going to do, this would be y minus -4. And then instead of x plus 0, you're going to do minus x plus 3, you're going to do -0. That's okay. Yes, Erica, I got it. Let me check Richard and Sky's real quick, and then I will help you. Okay, Richard, so let's see. Richard, I get 173.9. I think you added, but you need to subtract. So it's 4.4 times 75 minus 156.1. Sky, let's take a look at yours. Okay, Sky, when you said you got 1.8, can you tell me what slide you're on again? I'm sorry. Is this 12? Okay, yeah, I see that. So when you type in y equals, so you're going to do 0.2 times 10.5. So go ahead and type that in your calculator. 0.2 times 10.5. You should get 1.68, I'm pretty sure. Is that right? So when you type in 0.2 times, wait, when you do 0.2 times 10.5, you get 1.8? Oh, wait a minute. Yes, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, you're already subtracting the, I see. You were already subtracting the 0.3 from that. Okay, let me figure out why that's not working. How? Okay, you're right. Let me change that because okay, is it counting it correct now? It should be. Let's look. Okay, perfect. Yep, you're good on that one. Good job. All right, so let's look. Erica, let me help you with slide 7 real quick. Okay, so it's asking for the nearest 10th, Erica. So instead of 5.43, it should just be 5.4. So 10th is one place after the decimal, and 100th is 2. And then don't forget your plus sign after your X. You don't have to show your work for the linear regressions when you're doing it on a calculator. Okay, good job, Sky. No, it's good. It's still going to be 76 point. Is that a 4 or a 9? I can't.
It's a 4.
Okay, then you're going to leave it as 4. So you should get 5.4x plus 76.4.
I need help on the coefficient, like finding R, because when I took the quiz, that's the only question I missed, and I had no clue how to solve it.
Okay, are you using a graphing calculator or Desmos? Sky, you're good to go.
I'm using the graphing calculator.
Okay, so make sure I'm going to have you go through these steps on your calculator because we have to have our diagnostic on, which allows the R to pop up when we run a linear regression. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit the second button on your calculator and then hit 0. So it'll bring up like a catalog. You're going to scroll down until you get to the letters D, and you're looking for diagnostic on. So you're going to hit enter 2 times until it says done.
Okay.
All right. So now you're going to go back to your, go to stat, hit your stat button and hit calculate. You're going to calculate your linear regression, and now it should give you A, B, R squared, and R.
I don't see the extra R. Oh wait, I do. I do.
You got
it says
okay.
it says R2.
Yeah, so that's R squared. So R squared, we don't want R squared, we just want R. So the correlation coefficient is just R. That's all we want. That's how you find your R value.
So is it 0.785?
So if it says 0.785, you're going to round. What number are you on? Are you on number 7?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to round to the nearest hundredth. So that's 2 numbers. So you're rounding to this. So you look to the right. It's a 5, so it goes up. So you should get 0.79. Okay. If I missed a question, I think I'm caught up. But if you have a question and I missed it, will you type it or tell me again so that I can help you? Valeria, on 1.07, that one's already locked, that homework. So you should be working on anything that any homework that starts with a 4. So 4.1, we have 4.01b, 4.03. How are we doing? Does anybody need some help? Sure. What is your question, Anaya? Are you using Desmos or your graphing calculator? Okay, Desmos, great. Do you know how to enter in your table?
Miss Smith,
Yeah.
I finished my class kick homework. Can you update my grade later on?
I will do that later. Yes, I will do that when I get a chance.
I'm done. Do I just leave or do I have to stay?
Yeah, if you don't have any more questions, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Good job, Erica. Have a good weekend. Okay, so Anaya, once you put in your table, do you know how to find the equation? Okay, just a second, Richard. Just a second, Allie. Okay, so what you're going to do, it's in the second row. Actually, let me try to share my screen. It didn't work last class, but let me try to share my screen because that will be easier to show you. Tools, desktop. Okay, are you able to see my screen? Yes, Amara, I will. Give me just a second. No one can see my screen? Okay. Darn. Okay. All right, I'm going to try to post this picture then. Okay, guys, give me just a second, okay? I'm going as fast as I can. Just remember, if I, like when I'm done with this, if I haven't answered your question, just remind me, okay? Yeah, neuro is, I'm not a fan. Okay. Come on, at least paste the image. There we go. Okay, so Anaya, to put in, once you put in your table, to find the linear regression, you are going to go to this next line here. It should be numbered like 2. So you're going to click on that line and you're going to type in Y1. So Y and then the number 1. Then you're going to type in this squiggly line. And the way that you find that is when you go to your keyboard down here, you're going to click on the keyboard and then this will say ABC. So once it says ABC, it's going to be this key right here. That's how you get that squiggly line. Then you will type in M X1 plus B. And then hit your enter button and it will give you your A, your B, and your correlation coefficient. Okay? Okay. Amara, let me check on 4.1b for you. Slide 13. You're welcome, Anaya. Okay, so okay. A couple things. The current line that you were given is 2x plus 5. So your current slope was 2 over 1. So the opposite reciprocal slope, if it was positive, now it has to be negative, and we flip our fraction. So your new slope should be 1/2. So you're going to now plug in the slope and the new point. So that should be y minus 4 equals negative 1/2 times x minus 2. Does that make sense how I got that? Okay. Okay, Allie, you had a question about 4.1. Let me check your slide 6. Oh, okay. So Allie, look at this screen on Neuro. If this is my point slope formula, okay, if I have this positive point over here with +1 and +2 as my x and y, I just plug those straight in. So I would get y minus 2, and then in my parentheses, x minus 1. So if you see a minus sign and then a number, that number is your point, the positive number, okay? Now, let's say I have two negative numbers, so -1 and -2. If I put those in, that's y minus -2 and x minus -1. So those become y plus 2 and x plus 1. Okay, so if you see a plus sign, then the number that's there is actually negative when you bring it back out to name your point. Bye, Liv. Have a good weekend. Okay. Okay, let's see. Richard, try changing something, still stuck. Okay. Noxia, the correlation coefficient is the R. So it's not R squared, it's just going to be R. But yes, you are correct. Okay, Richard, let me go to slide 7 and I will meet you there. We've got about 3 minutes, guys. All right. That doesn't seem right to me. So, Richard, your equation, tell me what you got for your M value.
I got 5.8018.
Okay, I think maybe you have a number typed in wrong when you ran when you put your table in, because I have when I do it, I get 5.4. So I don't know so the top numbers, 1, 0, 3, 1.5, 2.75, 1.5, and 2, those are your X values. So when I do it in Desmos, I get M equals 5.42543. Amara, let me look.
I checked all of the numbers I typed in, and I don't see any that are wrong.
Are you using Desmos?
Yes.
And then on your second line, did you do Y1, the squiggly line, MX1 plus B? Did you put the plus B in there? Can you send me a picture of your table and your graph then? Because I'm not sure what's going on. What did you get for your R value?
I got 0.7977.
Okay, yeah, something is a little bit weird. If you can send me a picture, that would be great.
Okay, that'll be a bit difficult though, since it's on a different computer.
Well, okay, then just skip that one. I don't know. Maybe you just typed it in wrong, or maybe it's just not working, but I'm not sure. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Just choose a new one to do then. Oh, Amara, sorry, I'm on the wrong assignment. Hold on, let me get to 4.1b. All right, guys, that's about all we have time for today. So, I will release this recording in case you need to go back and look at it. We're going to go over 4.3 in class again on Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, so Amara, let's look. When you do, Amara, 1/2 times -2, type that in your calculator. Because when we multiply, so -1/2 times -2/1, we multiply straight across the top. So -1 times -2 is +2. 2 times 1 is +2. You should get a +1. So you should get y minus 4 equals -1/2 x plus 1. And then you were right to add 4. Yep. All right. Y'all have a great weekend. And I will, if you submitted something, I'll leave you some feedback today whenever I grade, okay?